tune in here on YouTube. Those who follow my spiritual and cryptid encounters on Facebook, and those who follow my short reel TikToks under HCS. How's everybody doing this evening? I know right now I'm talking to myself because there's nobody in the lobby, but we're gonna go jump right into it. How you been, cousin Jesse?
I've been good, cousin. How you been?
All right, man. Just chilling. Kind of. They got the procedure I got to do in the morning for my toe. Hopefully, it won't be so painful. They got to take
Oh,
the toenail out.
hopefully your toe won't look like my toe.
Yeah, it's like it's been like that for almost about a year now, man.
Oh wow.
Every time I'll get the appointment for them to do the procedure, the doctor would cancel out on me. So hopefully tomorrow's the day. That's why I'm doing the live early right now because I have to get up early, be there by 8 o'clock in the morning. That's when the procedure's going to be done early in the morning.
All right. Well, hey, luck, man. I hope your toe doesn't wind up like mine.
That
'Cause
was mine is because the toenail broke. It's
Okay. Okay.
it like died, and there's another nail growing underneath it, so they had to pull the old one off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I
it's
hear you.
still in there. So it's like it's probably going to be painful. I don't know. I've never been through a procedure like that, but we'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully they'll knock you out to do that, man.
Yeah, I know what they're going to do. My wife is going to go with me. She's going to be my chauffeur.
Hey, man, sit in the back. Sit in the back, man. That way it'll look like you're a president or something.
Right?
If you're gonna get chauffeured, go full ham, bro.
Yeah. Let me see. Take out the glasses or glasses on. Let me see.
Well, the only reason I could take them off right now is because there's nobody in the chat. But to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
able to read the chat, I need to wear my glasses because I can't
I know
see
yesterday
nothing.
I had a lot of viewers in La Madrugada, man. But you know, all those late night owls, if they don't tune in right now, they're not going to see me. Let me open up the chat to see if anybody's here. But yeah, yesterday I was live from 2:30 till like 5 in the morning. So I had quite a bit of viewers there. But
Shit,
of
I
course,
like.
we get the regular trolls. They keep on coming in lobbies trolling me.
No, pues a las 5, 5:30 me volteé y me tiré un pedo y me tuve que voltear para el otro lado de vuelta.
How you doing, Sister Smurfy? How you doing, JJ?
Smurfy's a girl? I didn't know that.
No, I don't know. How you doing, Smurfy? I think Smurfy's a guy. I don't know.
I thought he
I
was
don't
a
know.
guy. Greetings to you, JJ, and to Smurfy.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like I've been trying to stay calm and relaxed, but people always, the same people that have been messing with me, they keep on talking mess. They try to take things out of context, but I really mean when I talk about the brotherhood of the military, we exist. We're
Ya van a
combat veterans,
empezar.
and it's kind of like I have a lot of veterans that are on my friends list. So if I put up videos of me speaking about somebody saying something about me, of course they're interested in see what's going on because that's my brother in arms. We've been in combat, so they're ready to have my back regardless of the situation.
Damn, Smurfy, really?
Murphy is a what?
He's a man.
I knew he was a man.
He's a squash, not a cat.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. I was in the army. I was a tanker. People don't understand, they think they're gonna come to a veteran and say shit to a veteran, thinking that he ain't gonna say nothing back or do nothing about it. They got me wrongly mistaken. Yeah, I do have a love foundation, but if I have to defend myself, I will.
Well, that's the thing, though, cousin. How the hell are they gonna pick a fight with a combat veteran if you know better?
I don't know,
I guess,
man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
I guess they never seen the movie Rambo.
it's kind of like there's a lion and a monkey trying to pick a fight with a lion. And the lion's like, "What the hell's the matter with this guy?"
Hi, Amber.
Uh, First, I try to, I've seen a lot of things, and I decided to maintain, keep a love foundation in my heart because I see a lot of my combat brothers suffering from PTSD because they've been to different wars than the war I was in, and it affects them because some of them seen some of their friends die and stuff like that. So when somebody comes that's never served the military and come at me in a negative way, and they want to disrespect my time and service. It's kind of like, you want to know Sergeant CS? I'll introduce you to Sergeant CS. But
Hi,
if you come in with
Richmond.
me respect, it's like, hey, so you come at me like an idiot, like I'll teach him a lesson. I don't care.
I mean, what's he gonna do, man? If he's standing in front of you, disrespects you, and you have a flashback?
I don't need to get a flashback to whoop somebody's ass. Especially if they've been disrespecting me for a long time. I'll add it to their receipt. You know what I'm saying?
No, hey, he got a receipt coming, man.
So there's this guys that keep on messing with me, and I keep on telling them, hey, leave me alone. First thing I tell them, hey, don't put me in the middle of anything. They put me in the middle of stuff, and then they start talking crap about me. So then, what am I supposed to do? Defend myself or say something back. I'm not the one that started anything. It's like I'm the one that's been. You seen the trolls that come in here be talking mess, but they're not man enough they really hate me. Well, let's handle it.
And there's the thing, cousin. How you gonna act hardcore, and then when they call you on it, you're gonna act like you're the victim? I don't know, I've never understood that. You want to act hardcore, and then you get your receipt, and then you want to call the law and act like a victim. Oh, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, they need to know who they're dealing with. That's what I try to warn them. I'm being honest. I try to warn them like, hey, just leave me out of it. Keep me out of your mouth. And I want to push them buttons. They don't know what they're dealing with. Because I'll tell you what, we get in that situation where it's just me and that individual. They're gonna know who I am, and it's gonna be too late. I got to do what I got to do. If they come
Hi,
in, if they
Alex.
want to, I'll have more respect for those individuals. If first of all, this doesn't even have to happen. They show respect toward me. I'll just leave it alone. But if they're coming at me thinking they're gonna overtake me, I'm gonna show them what's up. Teach them a valuable lesson in life, plain and simple. I have more respect for them that come here as a man than being cowards through the internet talking shit about me. It's like, or they send a woman to do a man's job. Talking about making first making fun of my time and service, and then they try to make me fun because I believe in Jesus Christ. Trying to say the opposite that I do other things in which if you look at all my videos that I get here on YouTube, I talk about love foundation. I talk about Jesus Christ. I try to help out people spiritually. That's what I do. So I'm not perfect. So I'll respond back to them a certain way. I'll say something to them, or I'll do a little meme or something. Like of what they're saying and put a whatever. But that's a battle of good and evil, man. It's here in the flesh, and it's here amongst us in spirits because sometimes I think I hear like static cuz from your phone.
Yeah, I gotta go look for my
Oh,
earphones.
for your check. Okay,
All right, then.
okay.
Let me go trip trapping through this house, man. Hey,
All right.
Alex, when you see Sergeant Sears, if you see me, I'm not Cousin Jesse. I'm Corporal Punishment.
But
Well,
fighting spiritually, I've been doing that all my life since I was a kid, all the way up to now. It doesn't change. There's always people that are wicked, evil people that come my way. Whether it's more of spiritually. When that's how evil the demons do is or wicked people that try to break into your love foundation where your peace is. Come at you in a negative way. People get mad because I do podcasts with other people, and because I do podcasts with them, they wanna paint me a certain way. The way I see it is like this: there's like how many guys there? Like five guys in that camp that talk smack about me. At least one of y'all man up, and some else will be happy. And not as y'all want to come in numbers, y'all line up. I'll deal with y'all individually. All in the line y'all up and handle y'all. Doesn't matter.
Juan
But
B,
and I'll do it
everybody,
with the Love Foundation. With the Love Foundation.
Juan B, everybody in our hometown knows who we are. They know what we're about. I'm not trying to say anything, just that they know who we are. Anyway, cousin,
Yeah,
what is
but
the
I
what?
was just talking about that, man. It's like I go to sleep, I wake up, and then I see somebody saying something negative about me or putting my name there. Is like, all right, dude. I mean, you say you're a badass or this, let's just settle it. Show me what you got, and I'll show you what I'm about.
Los
You don't have
trampos se hicieron para
to.
bailar.
Yeah, you want to tangle? I'll tangle with you, bro. I'm a man. We'll tango. Shit, by the time I'm done with you, you'll be learning all kinds of dances.
Todo rosado.
How you doing, brother Runner? They don't know
Hi,
about
runner.
the brotherhood, brother Runner. They don't know about that, about the brotherhood, military brotherhood. I have my combat brothers and I have blood brothers from the military. They have my back. They just understand. It's like I tell them, hey, leave me alone because I have friends on my Facebook friends list, and if I play something, they follow me on my groups, and they see that they're like, "Oh, this person's talking about a brother." You know, I can control all of my brothers in the brotherhood, man. I'm just saying, you're coming at me in a negative way. I'm telling you, I've been warning y'all, like, hey, leave me the hell alone because there's people that are my brother from the military that are my friends that are watching everything you say, your every move. You just digging. You could say digging a hole for yourself, man. I'm just saying.
God bless you back, Peace Frog.
And another thing is when somebody's trying to say that they pray to God, but then the only thing they're saying is something negative. Well, that's not praying to God. When you're praying uh, about bad things, that's not of God. Uh, you're how should I say? You're praying to something else. Those are what witches do. They know the Bible from back and forth. There was a lot of witches that go to the Catholic church. They know the Bible back and forth. At the same time, just because they know the Bible back and forth doesn't mean they're going to stop the works that they do. The works that they do it at nighttime. You know, they can infiltrate real good, pretend to be a Christian because they know the Bible back and forth, or they know Scripture, but then they infiltrate. That's how they're infiltrating it close to you. But when you have the spiritual good discernment, you're able to identify Like the lady that's been messing with me. I know she's a bruja because I've dealt with witches before. Yeah, you're welcome, Maggie Brooks. It's kind of like me. The way I think is like I don't worry about myself too much. I worry about everybody else. No, but it's like I'm just trying to live my life, uh, to the best that I can. Uh, where I've been, what I've seen, that's going to be with me for the rest of life. But that's what I went through. It doesn't give anybody else the right to come and tell me crap or disrespect me because I served the United States Army or because I've been in combat or they want to make fun of me. You know, all honesty, they're looking for trouble. They're coming to the wrong place because I don't play around. And like I've been telling you already, just leave me the hell alone, and we'll be good. But no, I got friends all around the United States that belong to the Brotherhood. A lot
We're
of
sipping
people.
on water, Bash.
That's what
We're
I'm trying to
sipping on
say.
water.
It's like y'all just don't know.
Because one time by mistake I drank a whole water bottle full of holy water, and
Oh man,
and I didn't die.
I mean, I'm telling you, and witches. I've dealt with witches too before. And they're not here anymore amongst the living. Just put it that way. I don't have to do nothing when it comes to witches and warlocks or anything in that nature. It's handled through Jesus Christ. He handles my enemy, my spiritual enemies. Because I'm a Tim Allah Foundation. If they're trying to do witchcraft and necromancy towards me, it goes back to the sender. You know, I believe one of those wicked ladies that's affiliated with those people are coming up against me. They tried to do something. I rebuked in Jesus Christ's name, and they lost their house. A tornado hit the house. So that's already letting you know right there that the Heavenly Father truly protects me. So that was just a warning of the Heavenly Father towards a woman that was being disrespectful towards me. You're welcome. But that's those people that are coming up against me right now. They're nobodies, man. They're like, well, cockroaches, cucarachos. How you said it in Spanish, or oh boy, corn on the cob. He knows what I'm talking about. Cucarachos. That's what they are. I mean, I've dealt with a lot worse than these people. These people are like amateurs, bro. Like not even amateurs. They're like they're not even nothing. I'm just trying to tell them, hey, leave me the hell alone because I know what happens to people that come up against me in a negative way. It's not pretty. There's nothing dealing with me. That's what I'm saying. But that's part of the spiritual balance. You know, when you get targeted the same way spiritually by the unseen forces that are around us, the ones that cause the chaos and division. I've been, like I said, I fight daily. Uh, I still maintain my love foundation regardless of whatever's happening. Uh, but what are you supposed to do? I just leave it up to God. But I do say things because I mean, who's not going to say something to somebody if they're coming up against up in a negative way? You gotta let them know what's up. What do you think about that, cousin Jesse?
Well, we've dealt with bullies our whole life, man. We've dealt with bullies our whole. I don't like bullies, but yeah, you can't not just stand there with your arms crossed while people are mocking you and doing whatever they want to you. I mean, you're supposed to, but being a mortal man, it's hard to not do anything to these people that are coming up against you negatively like that. And sometimes they mistake your kindness for weakness. And if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. I've had it happen through my whole life, and that's why I decided enough was enough. If I show you kindness and you repay me with evil, then God shame on you. God shame you, man, because that's not what it's about. And the more that you keep quiet, the more that they press the issue. Yeah, you're about to get drained right now. Bye.
I don't know what he was saying, man. He said something
Well,
about a landlord.
yeah, I don't have a landlord. Do you have a landlord?
Well,
Nope.
no, I mean, I don't know what he was meaning. Probably where he rents or whatever.
But yeah, cousin, like I was saying,
But you know how it is, man. It's like me. I can ignore people, but it's like once you cross the boundaries and you keep on doing it and doing it. The only thing I can say is this: that if we ever bump or happen to cross paths, I want to see expression in your face. That's all. Because all the things that you're saying, the negative things, the games that you play, all that said, I'm just putting it as receipts. And if we ever cross paths,
receipts are due.
uh, I'll be your landlord.
Bash, this page is full of mods. People are lucky to get in here and troll because almost everybody in here is a mod. We
Yeah,
pew
well,
pew
yeah.
people.
This guy that's corn the cob. He be trolling me for about 2 years now, man. Uh, and I've been telling him to leave me alone. He just keeps on trolling me and trolling me. And I got all these receipts for his ass. You might never know what can happen. But that's the way the Heavenly Father works. I try to, attend my love foundation. I keep on doing my shows. That's not going to stop me from doing my shows. Last night I went real late because I was doing a show with Paranormal Roundtable. Shout out to brother Josh Turner. It was his birthday yesterday,
No, happy
so I
birthday
did a
to him.
show with him on Rumble, Paranormal Roundtable on Rumble, and he of course just got his YouTube channel. So these same people that are coming up against me right now, they were trying to get me to fight brother Josh Turner at one point in time. In which I never considered him an enemy in any kind of way, shape, or form. But these people were playing games, instigating, right? But we call it truth, and we still remain friends because I really never had nothing against them. And it's like these people hated that, so they were trying to convince me that he was a bad person and to go with him. And it's like I knew that something wasn't right. I knew that they were up to something, so I stayed because with him, with our brother Josh Turner, and these people are the same ones that are coming against me because I didn't follow what they were doing because I felt that they were doing something wrong. They were trying to set up somebody for failure, and I'm glad that I'm siding with a paranormal table, brother Josh Turner and sister Nellie Turner, and they're pissed off. They're pissed off because I'm still friends with them, and they're pissed off about that. You know, that's no, that's what a real friend's supposed to do is stick through the whatever somebody's going through. You're right there by them. And these other guys that were doing this, they got affiliated with the cockroach guy, the corn on the cob guy. They got affiliated with the corn on the cob guy, in which That's the guy that they were trying to say was a bad person, but then they went up together with him at the end, in which that by itself is saying that they were affiliated all along. How are you gonna say something bad about somebody and you're having a war with somebody? It's like going being on the front lines and they say, "I got your back, got you, got your back," and then they, they go over with the enemy and start fighting you. But at least in combat, you really have firearms and machine guns that you just handle your business.
Keyboard gangsters, Richard. Keyboard gangsters.
Yeah, they're ridiculous, man. Those are worse than not the females, man. The gossip, they're worse than that.
They act like comadres.
I was like, where are these guys their mom had to raise them, man, because the way they act, they act like if literally like females,
Yeah,
They
I
want
don't
to
know,
man
man.
up. They want to say something negative towards me, like they want to kick my ass. But when they're saying it, it sounds like they're saying it like they're afraid. They're afraid. Yeah, you should be afraid because you're messing with the wrong guy. So yeah, you should be afraid because God forbid we cross paths one day. That's all I can tell you.
I always tell people that you better hope the devil runs into you before I do, because the devil's gonna have mercy. I will not have none.
And then they have these females. There were one of them already talked bad about my mother, and my mother's
Oh,
been
what?
deceased since 1985. You know,
Wow.
being disrespectful. So I got receipts for her ass, and I don't care if she's a female. I got receipts for her and for this other bruja that was talking bad about me. I got receipts for her too. I don't have to do nothing. And just like there's in the brotherhood, guess what? There's a sisterhood too in the army. I happen to know many of them. So I don't have to do it as a man to handle you, but I know many army veteran females that can handle the task of how should I say, whooping your ass, getting the demons out of you through Jesus Christ.
Brujitos no, son jotitos.
Yeah, they're
Sorry.
they're pawns, man.
Chudos?
Soft.
No, no, pan no chudos. So that's a Remington term.
And believe because there's one that's from Harlingen, believe it or not, man. I tell him, man, you don't want to. I got primos in Harlingen, Raymondville's nearby. It's like, come on, man, why you trying to mess with me?
Now we got Dio Lip out there in the valley,
This
man.
dude looks like that dude with Burt Reynolds from Cannibal Run. What was the guy's name with a little goatee, gordito?
Jackie Gleason, the sheriff.
No, from Cannibal Run, the one that was riding with
Oh,
him with
the
Burt.
Dom DeLuise.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Don DeLuise. Puro pan, soft as hell, man. I think Don DeLuise looked more manly than him, dude.
Oh, that's messed up, man. That's messed up.
That's the way that guy from Harlingen, what's his name? Crisa Cabra. What did I call him last time?
Chupanalgas.
Yeah, his name is Chris. I think I'm gonna. His name is not Chris. His name is Christina, man. I'm gonna name him Christina
Who
because
looks like your dad? Yeah, right.
if whoever bump past, man, I'm gonna make him my.
Who looks like your dad? Yeah, right. The army guy or the dude with the Texas hat?
Say it, cuz I'm your pappy.
I's the pappy. I's the pappy. Okay then. I's the pappy.
You say you're gonna say because it wasn't me. So he's gonna try to. He said it's you. That you look like his pappy.
Mm. Could
Is
be.
it,
I've been places.
where you where you from, man? Yeah,
Where
right.
you
Where you
from? Yeah,
from?
right. No, he lives maybe 2, 3 hours away from where I live. You also in Texas? Yeah, right. What part of Texas?
He's in from the yeah, right. He's from yeah, right.
Yeah, Archer. We're sitting right shoulder to shoulder with each other, man. We're in the same house. Really? Well, I'm gonna kill your mom and rape your dad, fool. Get out of here,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. They're trolls. There you go. I'll get them out of there. That's corn of the cob. Those are the corn of the cob guys that I'll be telling you about. He's from Oklahoma.
It's laughing. Yeah, to me, dude, that's one of the coldest thing you could tell another guy, man. I mean, real cold is, I'm gonna kill your mom and rape your dad.
Yeah, they do that every night. Right now is just because I got an appointment early in the morning, so we're just shooting the breeze. That's why I made that title about. And they're popping up. That's an example of what I'm talking about. It's like you could be doing something else productive. Like killing the roaches in his house or buttering up buttering up the corn of the cobs that he uses.
Melting that lightly salted butter. He
He
could
could
be
be
filling
doing
out
something productive for
he
himself.
could be
Instead of
filling
coming
he
and
could be
trolling.
filling out papers to get his son back.
Yeah, he could take a class on how to be a father.
Real good one in it. Which one? I didn't accuse you of trolling you, right? But yeah, you said you're in Austin.
He ain't in
Real quick.
Austin. He's in Oklahoma. That's Roach Motel, corn on the cob.
Who? Yeah, right. No, I don't think yeah, right is affiliated.
Yeah, he is.
He's the one who says he thinks I'm his daddy. It's a Pepe.
See, they say Oklahoma where the men are horny and the sheep are scared. Damn.
Oklahoma, donde se dan los hombres, pero uno al otro.
Yeah, he's soft, man.
Okay, yeah, right. I believe you. You're not affiliated with corn on the cob and the salted butter. Hi, Bonnie Bear.
How you doing,
Welcome.
Bonnie Bear? I'm just doing a quick live today because I gotta wake up early in the morning. Gotta go to an appointment at the VA facility. So we decided to go early. Probably call it a night by like around 12:30, maybe one.
This guy's from your area, cousin. Yeah, right. He says he's stationed, and but that he's from Killeen.
Who's from Killeen?
Yeah, right.
He ain't from Killeen.
He says that he's stationed somewhere at Moody, but that his hometown is in Killeen, Texas.
In Moody.
Yeah, that's where he's stationed.
Somebody said those poor sheep. But my hometown is Killeen, Texas. Station at Moody. I don't know. where in Killeen, Texas, you live? Yeah, right. Because I lived in Killeen for a lot of years.
Moody Air Force Base
I lived
in
there for 25 years.
Valdosta, Georgia. But he grew up on Old Farm Road 440 in Killeen.
Yeah, I know where that's at. That's all they're going towards the back ways, going toward where the clubs are at.
Wasn't that weird, KD7? I saw that and I couldn't believe I was looking at a Wendigo.
Check it out, man. When you check out that pic, I want you to look at it two ways. Because if you look at if you look at to the right of it, it looks like it's the face of like a man, right? But then when you look at it to the left, it looks like the like a skull with horns. If you look at that picture,
I don't know, Ridge Runner. I think Primo's jealous and he wants to get a matching toe just like mine. Yeah, his name is Dr. Maiskrema. You better run, cousin. You're going to wake up slightly salty buttered.
yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna take for it to heal, man. After they
Yeah,
pull
you
out
got you got to stay off of it, man.
the
You got to
toenail,
remember,
man,
you got to stay off of it.
in order for it to heal.
Yes, sir. That's what happened to mine. I didn't get off of it because I couldn't afford to go to the doctor and not work. But
They did a toe procedure.
well, when it popped out the side from the pressure after the accident I had, I was supposed to stay off of it, but we were working
What popped
7 days
the
a week.
what popped the was it the toenail?
No, my toe exploded out the side where it bends
Oh man,
because my leg got swollen from the accident, and it popped out the side of my toe, and it affected my toenail. My toenail got infected.
Coronoscopy.
Oh man, they don't use any butter from that, man. It's just you wake up feeling cheap and violated, blood all slimy. The bender, man, it was. But I promise you, Smurfy, I didn't cry.
Like the movie. Says, man, you took it like a man. You know that movie where the guys with the alien. What was it called? That movie called. It
Oh
was
man, I
a
can't remember.
comedy movie, man. Like it
Yeah,
was a giant
they were
alien,
try
and
they were
uh,
traveling with him in a RV.
they did it. No, I don't do. Was it
He
colonoscopy?
says,
No, it's for my toe, man. I got to do my toe. Sounds like Runner might have already done something like that because he said something about watch for the finger or something. Oh, nice.
Cork.
See,
No,
corn kernels
bitch.
instead of polyps.
No, bitch. She don't want the hawk too. He wants the ow, 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 ow.
Dang it.
Salute, Al Gore.
What's up, bro? You always try to come on the. You're always trying to come on the.
Rebel, rebel. Hi, buddy. You there for a treat, ain't you?
That's Rebel right there. Yeah.
Yeah, boss. The 3 million, not 3,000. 3 million, brother.
Good doggy.
Only on camera. You don't want to get close to him in live.
Look at him.
Rebel, rebel. They wrote a song about you. I think it was by
Rebel.
David Bowie.
Telling you, Rebel. He's just looking. Say his name.
He's letting you know corn on the cob detected. He smells the corn kernels.
He just came over here and farted, bro. Go over there, Rebel.
He's trying
God
to,
dang
hey
it.
man, he's trying to shoo away the evil spirits. Es mi primo. Es mi primo. My mama. Dude, you got fumigated.
You done messed me up, bro.
Hey man, you didn't have to burn Palo Santo.
It's more like Karina Chow, man.
Yeah, circulate that. He went
He
by
like
there,
a
did
he did a
he went
photo
by?
bomb. Photo. I mean, he freaking blasted my space here, man.
Well, he said, "Here, take this and share it with your friends." Well,
Then he took off that ways. That's messed up.
he didn't want to smell it.
Yeah. Or he's there laying on the ground.
Yeah, you worried about him now,
No, he's laying on the ground.
huh? I put mine under a crate, man. I'm trying to mess with him.
An escape police dog. Well, the ones that they're pretty. The German shepherds. They're Rocky. If you got any kind of narcotics, he'll smell it on you, man. He's that
Hi,
good.
Gwen. Vash says you got
Rocky.
crop. Vash says you got crop dusted by the dog.
That was a spiritual attack, man. When the
Very
dog farted.
spiritual. Again, hi, Gwen.
How
Welcome.
you doing, Gwen? Sister Gwen. So let's talk about so we're already talking about these other people. There's always that's the way life is. You're always gonna run into somebody that's gonna trying to ruin your day. So sometimes you just have to ignore people and just move on forward. But the battle between good and evil, that's exists daily. Uh, because things like that happen every single day. Somebody's going through a spiritual battle, and that's the unseen spiritual battle. Can you got any stories, cousin, that you want to share about what we're talking about the balance?
About the
When
balance.
we're doing good and evil. What's the
Well,
difference in your take of what you've been through in life, or what you've seen and witnessed?
well, basically everything I've seen, man, has been on the dark side of the spectrum, man. I've never seen anything that was good. Mostly everything I've ever seen has been out to get us. So yeah, nothing but dark shadow figures, one doppelganger, uh, spirits that would sit on the edge of the bed, and you could feel it because the mattress would come down behind you. Demon in my bed that my ex son-in-law saw that was sleeping between me and my wife that was black. Uh, so yeah, everything I've actually ever witnessed was negative on the dark side of the spectrum.
How about anything within the good side of the balance? You never witnessed anything like that?
I think the only thing I ever dreamed that was good it was when my mom passed away. About a week later, I dreamt her. She was sitting on the swing, and she was asking me if I missed her, which I woke up crying. But yeah, that's probably the only thing I've ever good that I've ever dreamt. I've had real vivid dreams that were very bloody, and in those dreams, I was always with my brother Joe, and we always died in a hail of gunfire. That's why I don't hang out with Joe, man, because if there was a premonition, making it not come to pass.
Did you rebuke it in the name of Jesus Christ?
Nope, no, I just stay away from my brother. I don't hang
Well,
out with him.
you should rebuke it right now. Just rebuke it right now.
I
Say,
rebuke this dream in the name of Jesus. May it not come to pass. I rebuke it in the name of the Lord. Amen.
Amen. That's what you're supposed to do. Could give it something power. Like, again, example. I seen a cop and I seen an image like like that. I felt like the cop is going to pull over my son, so I rebuked it. Then, like, this morning or yesterday when he comes off of work, he's going like this. He's got a ticket in his hand where the cop still pulled
Wow.
him over. But you're supposed to rebuke it. Uh, Normally, when a bad image comes into your mind, it's not that it's you thinking that; it's the unseen forces that are around. So when you're seeing something negative happening, they have to identify themselves through spiritual law. So they're actually identifying themselves indirectly by showing that a bad image of something happened to somebody. So that's why you're supposed to tie bind and rebuke it. But that's how they identify themselves. But you're feeling the presence of them around you. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
Katie.
when people come at you in a negative way. If look at their works, look at their actions, and if they've said they believe in Jesus Christ, but most of their actions or works that do is negative, what are they really? What's really controlling them? You see, it goes
Yeah,
by the works
Katie.
that we do.
Yeah, KD. Usually, when you feel somebody sit beside behind you while you're sleeping or in bed, it's usually a succubus or a demon. If it doesn't talk to you, Plymouth, be aware that once your loved one dies, their spirit is no longer on this plane. So whatever you're dreaming, it's not your loved one. Also, cousin, I have this
Go ahead.
reoccurring nightmare, and every time I have it, if I'm in a relationship, it always signals the end of my relationship. I have this dream about the tornado, and it comes and it sucks up the loved ones that I'm with that on that relationship, and within a month or so, the relationship dies. But it's always a tornado.
Yeah, that could be. It's kind of like it could be like a like a generational curse because it's kind of s- like if you're dreaming that and your relationship fails because whatever was coming at you was negative. Whatever made the relationship break up, and if you're believing in that is something negative, then it's got the power to infiltrate you and your relationship give out because he showed you that. So it's like just following you around and continuing
To wreak havoc in my life.
to reconnect it. Yeah, it's continuing the pattern because what you're supposed to do is say, "I take authority over you in Jesus Christ's name. Welcome to enter my mind. I tie by and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. Believe."
This
And that's what
last
you're
time that
supposed
I
to.
had that dream, I was in my marriage for almost 16 years before it came and wrecked my marriage, man. I no longer fear it. I just know that when I dream it, I know what's happening. Oh no, man. It would have been awesome if it was a Sharknado.
I seen a Sharknado on the Sci-Fi Channel. There was a Sharknado. Those movies that do it to Sci-Fi Channel. I think that was
No,
called. There was a movie called Sharknado.
yeah, there's like they had like three sequels. No, Plymouth. It says in the Bible the dead know nothing about the living. They only know about being dead. They know not. They have nothing to do with the living. It says in the Bible, the dead only know that they're dead.
Yeah, but sometimes I would suggest to you for anybody that's having bad dreams or dreaming about somebody, if it's a loved one, I would suggest you light up a candle and place their picture in honor of them. And just pray to them if they have a message to send you to send you the message, right? Or they want to say something to you, through your dream. But if they don't show up, then you know that they're already crossed over. So whatever you're seeing in your dream might be something else pretending to be them.
But dear
Also,
cousin, I haven't had anything really positive on the balance. It's always been negative. Like you had positive on the spectrum of the balance. I have yet to see anything positive. But then again, I'm thinking it's probably a curse, a generational curse. Because I think my father and what he dabbled in, he probably did something and it fell on me.
but you're your own person. This is the thing.
Yes,
You're
yes,
your own.
I'm my own person, but
So you have the authority to get rid of any generate original curses or deals that somebody did. You get to type out and rebuke them because it's what you choose to be in your heart and in your life.
yes, sir. Only you can change you.
Yeah, only you
That's
can make
ex-
the change.
that's exactly
Eventually,
what I
when you
told
get
my
tired
daughter
of
the
it,
other day.
you get tired of it causing this, so you have to make your spiritual stance. Can be afraid of it.
Any family members affected with what? Texas.
If any of your family members are affected, I think your sister has a lot of dreams like that, right,
My
Susie?
all my family sees cousin just like yours. But yeah, my little sister a palero tried to take her spirit, her soul, and we fought it and got rid of that guy, but she died young. She died when she was like 42. Yes, my little sister, she could interpret dreams, Texas. And if she dreamt about you, everything that she dreamt in her dream would come to pass in real life. But yeah, my older sister, she had been in denial of her gifts that she got, but I told her that she needed to accept the gift that she had been given. And now she sees, she's freaked out, but she sees and she don't doesn't think she's crazy anymore. Good night, Shade.
Right, Shay Viking. It runs within the family. That's why I capture all these things that I capture on my showreel videos. And I know that I'm missing out on some other things that are around me, but I'm not able. Like one thing, I think I lagged out twice in the last video that I made, but it wasn't like laggy. You could see everything around, but it was a lot of magnetic energy in the air. Like my hairs was standing up and stuff like that.
I wanted to talk to you about that when you went out there. When you walked into the woods, right before you got to where you were gonna turn, on your right hand side, man, there was a gray dog man standing there. When you pan like that, I saw it. When you pan like this, and then when you pan back, it was gone, right? And right before you made the left turn, when you pan this way to your right, there was a brown wolf standing there, man, a brown dog man. And then you pan this way, and when you pan back, it was gone. That was right before you made that left turn going down the path.
Like going in
When you were
the
going
main
in
path.
the main path, when you were getting ready to turn to your left, you panned right, and right when you panned right, there was a great dog man standing right there. Then you panned left, and you said, "I'm gonna go this way." And then when you pan right again, there was a brown wolf standing right there. You pan this way again, and when you pan back, it was gone.
You should have taken a screenshot and sent it to me, cuz.
I don't know how to do screenshots on this phone, man. I'm just glad it works.
So you say it happened how far into the path?
When you were walking into the path, right? You passed where they dumped some stuff, and right before you said you were gonna go to the left, you panned right, and the gray dogman was standing there. And then you panned again. You said I'm gonna go this way, and then you panned the right back to your right hand, and you had already walked past that gray dogman. There was a brown dogman there, man. And then you took that lift. When you panned back, he was gone.
Yeah, I heard
Because you
something say
felt,
something
because
to me.
you felt it because you did the 360.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
told you every time I feel something, I'm gonna do a 360,
Hmm.
or I sense something, I'm gonna do 360, see if I can capture it because they move real fast.
I'm very attuned to spiritual awareness. So I sense them. You see them, but I sense them. I don't see them until I get up on them. But I can. That's why I always tell you get out of there because because I sense them.
Oh, they're around. It's like people they don't believe in this. Go ahead, don't believe, but I know they're out there. And I know that when I go into the woods, I pray. I pray before, during, and after. When my life you broke in that path, man, I captured the face, and I might place it after this, but it's one of those things that I don't know if it's a face or a spirit or what, but it's right there behind me, man. Like I'm talking about, you can see my shoulder because I'm walking back through the path. The path where all the branches are real close.
Yeah.
When I had to cross over,
Uh,
well,
I saw that path, man, and the first thing that came to my mind was it's a good place for an ambush.
yeah. So I captured an image, man. It looks freaked out, dude. I just don't know what it is. I was gonna, I forgot to place it, but it looks freaking creepy, dude. Like it's like a face of something. I just don't know of what. Now that one look creepy, man. I'll place that after this when I do this live before I go to sleep. I'll put it up, man, so y'all can check it out. I might circle it for y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All I know is something there in that path where you said it's good for an ambush.
Yep.
It's there right by my shoulder, man, looking at me. The face, it looked freaked out. I just didn't. It didn't look like a. I don't know, man. Well, how did you
Well,
describe it?
the ones that I saw, they weren't in spiritual form, man. They were in physical form. I saw them, and then like I saw them, and when they saw you, they turned into spiritual form, man. But yeah, they were there. They were in physical form when I saw them, and then when you pan back, they were gone.
I wonder if the
And
camera caught him. So, but you
they
seen
were
him
like,
through the camera.
yeah, I seen them. I seen them, and
How
that's
big
why
did it
like
look?
they were bending down, man. They looked like they were bending down. They looked like trees, but when you pan back, the tree was gone. But you could make out that it was a gray fur, and the other one was like a rusty fur color, kind of like dark brown. But I thought they were trees, but when you moved it back, they were gone. So it could only have been dogmen.
Some scholar says they stayed monitoring because that's their job. Well, the creators were the watchers, and I'm talking about the Nephilim. That's why I call them DDN because that's what they are. Because the watchers are not here amongst us, but the Nephilim, they got destroyed, right? In the Bible, they got destroyed by the flood, but they're amongst us in demon form. They're called demons now, but I call them the
Yeah,
DDN, disembodied, which means spirit, demonic, Nephilim. Yeah, they
man.
have those capabilities to mimic Mother Nature itself, man, and they can go invisible in spirit form. it's not a cloak. It's just their spirit, and they had that advantage over us that they can go invisible in spirit form. You're not going to be able to see them. They could be right there by you. I know one of them said something to me when the place that I took a left were right there when I came out. Something said something to me, man, and I caught it on tape. I just don't got. I need to download the part where he says something so people can hear it.
Yeah, I meant to talk to you about that, man. I was waiting to get a hold of you, but like I didn't stop. I passed out last night.
I can send you
Sorry
the
about that.
video if you want to check it out. I got the video downloaded. How I upload it on YouTube, but YouTube, I think, I don't know, they try to charge you, try to download it, but I placed it there, the full video, but I got the video, and I
No,
need a.
no, I saw it. I mean, I know what I saw. I don't need to re-see it. Yes, solar. The thing with the demonic, the DDNs is that God didn't create them. God created heaven. God created hell. When they got destroyed, since they weren't made by God, they had no place to go. Their body died, so they couldn't go to heaven because God didn't make room for them, and they couldn't go to hell because He didn't create them. So now they wander, just causing chaos. What they want is bodies because what they want the most is to be worshipped.
They're jealous of mankind. Uh, that's why they were when they were the giants, the Nephilim. They were destroying everything, all of God's creations. They were destroying man and animals, all of God's creations. So that's why, where the Heavenly Father created the Great Flood to destroy the Nephilim. Uh, and we destroyed the Nephilim during the flood, and that's what the flood it flooded so much rain because there were giants. So in order for that to happen, for them to drown or destroy them in that form, it had to be something in that nature, catastrophic, in order to be able to destroy them. So they won't be able to seek any place to hide or anything like that. But now they're still jealous of us, and they're the demons. Those are the ones that are destroying people, possessing people, making them commit suicide and stuff like that because they dislike us. That's their the goal, chaos and division. But their time will come when their spirit is going to be destroyed. Oh yeah, they hang out there, and it can affect people also. It can affect somebody's demeanor, especially if they bond on the jump on the person and attach to the person. And if the person is not ready or spiritual ready to enter a place, and they're not preparing themselves spiritually to be able to fight, uh, then they get you could say in a form of possession where the whole demeanor changes, and they don't even know that they have the attachment on them. But if you see the way they act and the things that they say, and it could be like they could be have a whole different personality for a couple of months, it's because they're being spiritually bonded. And that's what I notice
Bathroom
a
break,
lot
cousin.
with a lot of people within the cryptic community, man. There's a lot of people that have a lot of hatred in them. Those are the investigators that go out there in the woods. They have a lot of hatred. They're targeting me for some reason, but I know why. I know it's not for some reason. It's because what's bonding them, they know who I am because I'm a Temple Love Foundation. So they're trying to use them to come up against me, but I'm still gonna maintain my love foundation. If I have to, I'll tie bound and rebuke that individual that has the negative attachment on them. But I've seen it what they can do. I've seen it where. Thank you, brother Viking, because people can say their boots on the ground, but I go deeper than that. It's not about just going out there to find something that's in the flesh. No, I study everything, all of Mother Nature. I sense whatever's in there. So if it's something physical, I'm going to run into it. Whether it's a wildcat, of which I ran into a wildcat, cougars. There's all kinds of animals in the woods: rattlesnakes, coyotes, foxes, javelinas, deer, all kinds of creatures that are in the flesh. But I've run into the principalities once, which is, I can name a lot of them. Of course, people say that there's cryptids out there. Well, what I witnessed, the DDN is out there. The children of Lilith are out there. Uh, the Legion is out there. Uh, shadow figures, the Fae, uh, elementals, the spirit of the woods, shapeshifter skinwalkers, brujas that worship certain things out there. There's open portals in the woods, open portals that they left open where they go worship. So many things that are out in the woods, and that's the thing. And I know for a fact that there is people in the cryptic community, should I say, Bigfoot community, that are in cults. They're in cults, and if they're in cults, do you think they're really worshiping or they're believing in Bigfoot? If they're in cults, the people that are cults, they worship Lucifer and demons. So what really is out there? I know what's out there because I've battled them spiritually. And I got all the pictures that I take and I place them here and I create short reels out of them. So y'all can see that the battle of the balance is very freaking real. When you see somebody play something from Bigfoot, I see a female place a picture of Bigfoot, like she captured a picture of Bigfoot. I went to Google Lens and I took a screenshot of it. And there's all kinds of pictures of a guy in a costume, and I got the picture where he's like this. He's throwing the peace sign where he's wearing the costume and throwing the peace sign. So there's a lot of people that trust to falsify pictures to make them seem like they're real. You know, Solar said somebody that summoned an alien with a satanic ritual. Well, it wasn't an alien. If
It
it
was
was
a,
with a satanic ritual, it's a demon.
aliens are demons, man. Don't be
Aliens,
fooled by
they,
the
they
government.
manifest as demons. And demons are the same thing. They just a manifestation. It's like if it was summon a demon and then you see freaking Curly from the Three Stooges appear, or it's a demon that's manifested to look like Curly from the Three Stooges. That's
Yes,
they
Bash.
can
He is
they
a
can
hippie.
manifest like your loved ones too, man.
Yes, Bash. He is a hippie. Why do you think he's got that long hair? And he smells because he don't shower. He's a hippie.
Yeah, we pretty right here, man. We get deep, man, deep. Not as deep as according the cop gets, but we get deep
That
in the spiritual aspect of things, man.
that's deep, 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 deep. No, it's got an echo. It's that deep.
Yes, sir. I witnessed it with my own eyes. Uh, I know you were here, Solar, when I was saying the story that I had a Chihuahua was on point. Every time he barked, there was always something around the house or something by the street. So when he would bark, I already knew because he had those sensors. It was like one of those hunting dogs, but it was a Chiweenie, and he barked. I said, "Okay, let me go check it out." I went outside to the front yard, and I'm looking by my fence, and I see a female sitting on my neighbor's porch on the little bench. I opened the gate and I walked to the street. female stands up, walks down the porch, and then she's looking at me and she's got a smile on her face. Then I take a closer look at her and she's just smiling at me. And I said, "There's no way. There's no way." So I'll go into prayer, straight into prayer. I start saying the Our Father, and she's still smiling and turns her and walks away in between the mobile homes and goes to the opposite road. I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, and she's still smiling at me, and I'm still praying against it of what I'm witnessing. And as I'm praying, it just disappears in the middle of the road. And I was like, the reason I was saying there's no way is because this is 2015 when this happened, and what I'm seeing is it took the form of my mother, but my mother has been deceased since 1985. So it literally manifested to look like her, how she looked in 1985. She looked that age.
Wow.
So yeah, they know what's in your mind and your thoughts. They know if you got pain or hurt because you lost a loved one. So they're gonna do everything in their arsenal to try to deceive you. I see right through it, and I know that was in my mother. That's why I went into prayer. I could see its true nature. I seen through it, through the manifestation. Yeah, it's one of those they smile a lot because boy, he knows about the smiley man. Tell him about the smiley man before I continue. You tell him about what you witnessed in my house when.
Back when me and Abe were teenagers, we lived in a house with no parental supervision. It was a house full of teenagers. We got chores done. We never missed a meal, and we never missed a day of school. But at night, it would be really different because there was a lot of activity going on in the house. But there was a like a little couch that turned into a bed right there by the first window on the side of the house. And at night there was a I don't know what we would call it. I'm just gonna call it a demon that would appear wearing a fedora. He had big eyes and was always smiling, always trying to get you to come to the window. But yeah, that thing you could really see it real clear on a full moon that he was wearing a fedora and his face looked burnt and his eyes were like real wide. He always had a smile on his face. You could always see his teeth. But yeah, he would appear nightly. The bangings in the back room of something that was trying to come up from under the house through the floor, and the fact that if you walked, it would follow you and keep not knocking under your feet while you were walking. The peeper that would stare through the bathroom window, which the bathroom window was like 6 or 7 feet off the ground. I don't know how it could see through the window, but it would. And there was the presence of somebody watching you from the door of the bathroom, just in front of the toilet, standing there watching you while you took a bath. The fact that I almost got pulled under a bed in the middle of the night, and when I managed to get the hand that was grabbing me off of my calf, I turned on the light, looked under the bed. There was nothing there, but on my calf there was a big old red handprint where it had me by my calf. So yeah, there was a lot of activity in the house.
You see, corner of the pop popped up. He had the corner of the cob pictures, and then he had some little ghost, and I booted him out.
You should
Yeah,
post. You should post a picture of a kid being taken by CPS.
Yeah,
So yeah, back in that house there was a lot of activity. I mean, they had he had the truck that his mom was killed in his front yard, and in a full moon you could see her silhouette sitting on the passenger side of the truck.
you
It
hear
had
the door open and close and slam at
yep,
nighttime
yep.
all throughout the night. Open and close. Boom. You go look and you can see a silhouette inside the truck.
So as far as us being scared about these things, it's become second nature. It's normal for us.
Remember your cousin when we went to train out there, and I told you that when I would go out there that I would there was brujas, the witches, and I took them to a location and we started training. And what happened? Cause
The witches came, damn brujas. Hey, they messed up a real good training section too, man. We were really getting into it.
they were in a lechuza form.
Yes, yes, yes. I dislike the valley, man. I really do.
A lot of witches and warlocks. That's where I grew up. In that environment, they were everywhere. You know when you see the movie of the witch giving the apple to Snow White or something like,
Yeah.
was it Sleeping Beauty? Well, kind of like that. There's women like that. They got the little smirk on their face, a little smile, and they're like trying to give you something. Here. It's
You
because
know,
they
actually,
done did
back in,
something to it. They done put a spell or hex on it.
you know, to this day, cousin, I smell everything that I eat or drink before I eat it because of that. I have, man, people get weirded out. Why you always smell wet before you put it in your mouth? I have my reasons, man. I just want to know what I'm eating is good.
Do not shave like king.
You're gonna get lightly buttered corn on the cob,
Corn on the cob
lightly
says
buttered.
butter me biscuits. What the hell?
Butter your muffins.
Yeah, man. Uh,
I'll shiver your timbers. Arr! You come to the wrong place, bro. And I'll tell you, don't forget to tip your waitress. I'll be here all week.
yeah, I would call that guy the smiley man, because the first time I seen him was when I was like, shit, I was young, like 4 years old, 5 years old. I was like in pre-K or kindergarten. I used to like stargaze and looking at the stars, at nighttime. And we have big screen windows, and you could see the stars. And I just be looking, and the fresh breeze were coming in at nighttime because we have big windows. And then as I was looking, he just appeared right there in front of me, came from the side. He was looking at me, had this big old smile. You could see the white teeth and the white eyes. And he's looking at me. I'm looking at him like he's like right there, and I'm looking right at him. Then he goes, and he's smiling, puts his hand by the screen window, and I freak out, and I go underneath my blanket, and it's got a little hole, and I'm looking through the little hole like that.
And
And
he's
when I
still
look up
looking at
like
you.
that to the window, he's looking at me like this. Then I'm still looking at him, and all of a sudden he just moves away because he moves real. Like the things that I capture, it moves like a
Yeah.
blur. It moves like a
Hmm.
blur. And then when I went up back to the window, I looked like this I'm looking like this, and I put my head, I push it a little bit, and I'm looking, and I don't see him no more.
Oh
But
no, Murphy, you don't even know. We have a saying: "Si anda agujero, aunque sea de caballero."
Dang.
He came to the wrong place. I'm gonna make him squeal like a pig. But no, cousin, I hated that. I hated that particular one because it would take him a long time to leave that window, man. He, he would just stand there, man. Just look. Don't steal
Yeah,
my sayings, Murphy.
you said he was burned from the face.
Yeah, he was burnt from his face, man. From one side of it. Well, he knows who's the man, but what he really wants is somebody to make those hemorrhoids go away. They're just speed bumps. No homo. Pause. No homo. But yeah, man, like I think it was the left side of his face that was slightly burned on this side, because you could see when he would smile, you could see he didn't have a cheek right here.
Speed bump is just wild. Yeah, because so do you think he was like he was just burnt all over his body, maybe?
No, I think somebody like something burned his face before he died, or
Or
maybe he was
maybe
just
from
decomposed
hell?
on this side. Because when he would smile, it would look like you could see his teeth way in the back because he didn't have the cheek. That's how close I was looking at him, man. I saw that. That's how that close. Later, Shade Viking.
Literature Viking.
See
It's
you
like
on the
the
flip side.
how many times he gonna leave?
It's because every time he wants to leave, we say
Uh,
something that
We
brings him
say
back.
something. I see.
He's like that character on that TV show that said, "I keep trying to leave, but they keep bringing me back."
Texas Lumber said it's like a ping pong ball on a string.
Have a good
Talking
night,
about a
Shade.
yo-yo.
Have a good night, Shade Viking. Ping pong ball. He's gonna be laughing the
But
rest of the
the
night,
one that was
Murphy.
always in the back room, that one was huge, man. I think that one it kind of looked like a Bigfoot, right?
Yeah,
The one that was in the back, we had a window in the room, the last room. That window was big window, and he was way up on top of the window, looking in from the top, and you could see the red eyes, big
yes,
red
yes, yes,
eyes.
yes, yes. And it was almost as tall as the where the house comes together. I call it la piña, the pineapple. But the bell, where the house meets, is called a bell. He used to be up there, and he would like bend down to look through the window.
That one was big. Yeah. Because there was a cornfield nearby, right up the street, a big
Yeah,
cornfield.
yeah. There still is a field there, man, to this day.
Yeah,
The thing is, Jackie Hall, we weren't scared of it. We we just it was normal. We already knew where they were.
yeah. It was big, and it was always peeking through the window. I guess it was a peeping tom.
A peeping foot. A peeping foot.
Oh, there you go. It was what do you call it?
A peeping foot.
A peeking foot, peeking squatch. I mean, shit. Everybody's naming something. We don't even have to say squash. I mean, it was
We
always
don't
peeking and had red eyes.
we don't ever say have to say squash. We just say cob. And
It was pretty big because that window was huge
then the house was on
on
stilts,
pillars.
on pillars. Yeah, your favorite part, man. You want to run naked through a cornfield? Backwards.
Lightly buttered.
Yeah, you come out on the other side of the field, you can really say, "I can't believe it's not buttered."
Corn on the cob likes the corn with the worms in it. It tickles my feather. You know how some of the corn has worms in it? He likes the ones with the worms, huh? He's like, it tickled me. Damn, he said backwards.
Backwards. That's how the only way you can run through a cornfield, man, naked is backwards. Sweating. I wouldn't say it was sweat. I'd say it was something else.
He would get excited with a when he seen a cornfield.
Yes, we were talking about bad spirits, Jack
We
and Rod.
were we were talking about bad spirits. He
Then
just
we got distracted by a cornholio. He wants
yeah.
TP for his bungholio.
Uh,
So that's what that hole in the underwear is for. Corn cobs.
his favorite movie is Children of the Corn. You hear what he's saying, man? He's saying, "Have you heard the corn is demonic?"
Only the way
Yeah,
you
because
use it.
you're living in sin with it, bro. You're supposed to eat it, not use it the way you use it. You're making it demonic. He's saying he's demonic because it enters him and exits. It enters and exits out of him. That's why he's saying he's demonic.
Yeah, it comes out black.
The crop circles in the corn.
Yeah, he makes them. That's where he's all the way like that. So he makes all those forms. Not an alien.
Even the scarecrows in the fields are afraid of corn on the cob.
Well, I'm
But
glad he's
anyways, was it?
I'm glad he's using corn on the cob and not the sugar cane. Because then he'd have a little sugar in his tank.
I'll be right back. Let's keep them entertained. You want to say a story or something?
Yeah, something like that, Bash. So y'all want to hear my a story about the first time I saw what we call a doppelganger? Pretty sure I've told it before, but just want to make sure y'all want to hear it. Okay, this happened back in I'm gonna say 72, 73. I was 4 or maybe 5, and we were staying in with one of my uncles in Chicago. Because my parents were migrants and they followed the crops. And I remember on this particular night, we were all sleeping in the living room, and to get to the bathroom, you had to cross through the kitchen to get to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom and came back, and I'm coming back through the kitchen, and I see my little brother in the kitchen, and he's telling me he wants to go play down in the basement because the washer and dryer are there, and he goes, "Let's go play down there." And I'm like, "Nah, man, I want to go to sleep." He says, "Come on, let's go play." I said, "All right, but look, let's make a deal. You walk down in front of me, and we'll go play." He said, "Okay." So he went down, and I followed him, but I changed my mind. When I got to the second step, I turned around and went back. I went back through the kitchen and into the living room. And when I got to the living room, my brother was asleep there with everybody else. So yeah, that's my story of seeing my first doppelganger.
But you know
Okay.
what that is, man. It's just demons. Demons. That's what they do. They manifest to people that you know to trick you. He was trying to pretend to be your brother to lure you into the basement.
Yeah, no, Bash. When a couple of years back, I tried to join this church, and I went and talked to the pastor about it. And what he said to me was borderline demonic possession. And then every time he would see me at church, he would avoid me. He would go out of his way to avoid me. So how was I gonna trust him to be my spiritual leader or anything like that if he kept avoiding me because he was scared? Mind you, this happened to a 4-year old. I've been carrying that memory with me 56 years now. I'm 56 years old now. Anyway, that's my doppelganger story. Hope y'all enjoyed it. You
Yeah,
kept
I would
seeing it
notice.
just help you,
I
Jeffrey?
would notice things like that, man. Where I would be playing with my cousins. And we'd be playing hide and go seek and stuff like that. And I'd be, playing with my cousin, and my cousin be right there by me and stuff. Next thing you know, as we're going around the house, I see my cousin coming from a different direction. And when I turned to look if he's beside me, he wasn't there. That stuff would happen to me all the time. It's like, what the hell's going on? I was like, how did he? In my mind, you got the kid's mind, you're like, man, how did he do that? He's got magic. But no, it's because there was something else pretending to be him.
Yeah, but this was a pastor. The one that didn't help cousin Abram was a Catholic priest. You remember that story, cousin, when the Catholic priest told you he
Yeah,
couldn't help
yeah.
you?
The Catholic priest. What happened to me? You know, I'm not sure their story about the balance. At that time, man, it's before I joined the military. I heard it's like I was having it hard because I quit a job. I had been working for Walmart for about 4 years, or yeah, 3 4 years, and I quit the job because the manager was sexually harassing me. You know, female. She was like 40 something years old, and I was making like smart remarks or rubbing herself against me or stuff like that. And I was like just thing at that time. I was like she had been doing it for a while, even when I was younger. I was an
Oh wow!
underage, so
So it
so
wasn't a
me
cougar. She was just nasty.
yeah. So it's like she would try. She's like, hey, I need you to come. She would like, I need you to come help me find this layaway. So she'd go up there, and the store was already closed. And I remember I was walking behind her. She just bent over right in front of me, and I bumped into her. And then she's looking at me like this, and it's like I just went around her, like got a little bit nervous and stuff because I already know what she was trying to do. And then my receiving manager, I avoided her that night, and then he was like, "Hey man, can I talk to you?" I said, "What's up, man? How come you just don't give her what she wants?" It's kind of like he knew that. I guess she told him something.
No, she probably
And
did him first,
was it?
or she
Yeah,
probably got him first.
yeah. But the other guy was already older. He was around her age.
No, okay, okay.
So he was at telling me, how come I don't give her what she wants? And it's like, how about you give her what she wants? you know. And it's kind of like I had to choose at that time whether I wanted to. I didn't want to be around that kind of environment like that, so I quit. So I was having it hard when this happened to me. You know, it's like my light had gotten shut off, my water had gotten shut off. You know, I was getting no money. So the only thing I would keep in the house was I would like a candle to keep the house lit, and my neighbors across my street, Lile, she would help me out a little bit. You know, she knew I was having it rough. She knew about the lady because I would tell her. You know, and then I remember I was going. That's why I was going to my aunt's house because my cousin Mike would work at Church's Fried Chicken, and he would always bring food to his home. You know, and he would always tell me, "Hey, he knew my situation." He would tell me just to go over there. That's why I was going there that day to go eat. I hadn't eaten nothing all day, uh, so I was going over there, and that's when it happened. You know, where I was walking and I heard something. You imagine the block, and there's houses to the left and to the right of the block, and I heard something to my left, like you know how it sounds when something bangs on the fence. You know how the fence sounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I turned, and when I turned, I seen something tall just climbed right over it, like
Wow.
climbed over it, and he was that tall. He had no shirt. You could see the body of a person, but the face was of a wolf, and he was looking at me.
Oh wow.
And then he was, and I'm talking about if I'm in the street, and you know, I just got a little driveway, and then it's just a gate. It was right there looking at me. I'm looking at it, and it's like, then I felt something else, and when I looked to the left, I seen two other ones, but they looked different. One of them had the face of a pig, you know, and it was fat, but it had the face of a pig, and they were following me from that side, you know. And I'm looking at the one here, and I'm thinking there was more because I'm hearing all kinds of movement behind me. But I was like, I turned around and I took off, you know, running to the church where the priest was. You know, when you know there's a lady Guadalupe had the house where the priest lived by the church,
Mm-hmm.
and I was banging on his door. His name was Father Ralph, and I told him that you know something was following me. I needed his help, so he came out and he took me into the little room that's by the church. And this, and you know, I started talking to him, and he's like, "Are you on drugs?" And I said, "No, sir, I don't do drugs." So, "Are you drinking?" He said, "No, sir." So, and I was telling him what I was seeing, and he's like, "So I think it maybe it's just your imagination of what you're seeing. You know, I know because he knew what had happened in my family. He said, I think it's just, you know, you're thinking about too many things, and it might be your imagination playing games on you, blah, blah, blah." I said, "No, so it's real. I've seen it, you know," and it's like just telling me that it's me, that it's my imagination and all this, right? He's trying to calm me down. But then as he had glasses on, and that door behind me opened because I was able to see it. I heard he had like a little squeaky noise, like you know, like emit that like somebody pushed it open, and then you could see him through his glasses. I could see him that they were looking. The one with the that looked like a werewolf, the face of a werewolf, and then you could see the one that looked like a pig slash demonic. They're all three looking, and I could see it through the reflection of his glasses, and he was like this. Freaking sweat started coming down his face because he got scared. You know, he didn't know what to say, and I could see him. His eyes were big, like he freaked out what he was seeing. And he's like, "You need to leave. You need to leave." The door closed. He's telling me I need to leave, get out of there. He didn't even go into prayer or nothing for me. You know, he
Wow.
kicked me out. So when I opened the door, I jumped out there. You know, because I seen how big they were. You know, and when I was going around like this, but there was nobody around me. So I took a running. I had to run one block till I got to my aunt's house. It's like a block and a half. So that block that I ran through, it was pitch black. Look, my hairs are standing up just talking about it. So I started running, and uh, because that block had no light, so it's just a dark block. The block that goes before you get to the church. I mean, to the swimming pool. So I crossed that block. It's like, okay, I made it. I made it. So I go to my aunt's house, and my cousin is there. He's playing the what do you call it? Nintendo. I think the Nintendo at that time, and I just barely got in there, and then this guy named Jab say something to me, real disrespectful, I guess, and that's all I remember. You know, that's all I remember. All I know is when I woke up in the morning, I woke up with a knife in my hand, and it had blood. It had blood, and I was looking at it like, what the hell, I didn't even know how I made it home or nothing. I don't remember nothing. So the next thing you know, I see my cousins come, and like they tell me, my mom said for you not to come to her house anymore. She don't want you there. And it's like, why? It's like, because of what happened last night. I said, I don't know. What do you mean what happened last night? I don't I don't remember nothing. Um, because it said that I beat up that guy that said something to me, Jab, and I don't know, then it's like I started remembering things. Then the guy Jab showed up and he was all bruised up from his face. I mean, he had bruised, I guess I beat the crap out of him. I don't remember. Uh, and he's telling me he's sorry, that it's his fault because he provoked me. And I just told him, don't worry about it. I told him I'm sorry, man. I don't remember nothing. So they said that I was throwing everybody around with brute force, and they were trying to stop me. They were hitting me with everything they had, two by fours, whatever they could grab, and they could have stopped me being off that guy. So then I started remembering after he left. I started remembering things. I remembered where we were fighting. We were fighting by the washer. She had one of those outside washer by the roller, and I remember I was beating the crap out of him there, and she was hitting me with uh with everything she could get. Then I remember where, because the guy that would tell me about that, the woman that was trying to influence me to do something with her. I remember passing by his house because he lived in the corner by the church. When I was walking, this Chihuahua attacked me. This Chihuahua attacked me. Then I remember doing something to the Chihuahua. I ain't gonna say nothing. The only thing I asked God for forgiveness because I know it wasn't me, but I remember parts and pieces of what happened. All I know is he would have been able to find the Chihuahua underneath some branches. If we looked for him, yeah. And then I started trying to remember how to. It's like, oh, so that's how I got the blood on the knife.
Oh wow.
It's from the Chihuahua.
You were making street tacos.
So it's like I don't. Then I remember a part where I'm running down the alley, and it's like I'm running like that wolf, like if that spirit of that wolf or the demon. I guess I had gotten spiritually attacked or possessed, where it was in charge,
Sounds like a
and I was
possession to me.
yeah, and it was the opening was that the guy said something to me very disrespectful, and that's the opening he used to attack me. So the priest, I don't know, he requested. He wasn't there the following week. He was gone. He requested to leave. That everybody was freaked out. Like, what happened to the priest? They wouldn't know where he went to, and he just took off because I guess he was so scared of what he witnessed that he requested to be removed to a different church, and they moved him. That
Wow.
was the last time I seen him, Father Ralph. And I knew Father Ralph because he would take me to the, what do you call them? Retreats, like the church retreats. But yeah, he let me down, Father Ralph.
Your father chicken shit.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a man of the cloth for the Catholic Church.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's one of the reasons I don't go to the Catholic Church. He let me down. So that's why I have my personal relationship with Jesus Christ. I know
That's,
he's with me. He's not going to let me down.
that's
Because so the only way that anything can let me down is if I'm not on the right path.
well, that's why I quit going to that church that I started going to because, like I said, the pastor would go out of his way to avoid me after I told him that story.
Just it wasn't as tall as a regular person. He was way taller than a person. You could say it could have been like a Nephilim, but the body was of a human, but the head and the face was of a wolf. It could have possibly been like a shapeshifter
Think
or a
it could have been
warlock.
Anubis?
Was that?
You think it could have been Anubis?
Well, it had like you could see the body. He had no shirt on, so you could see the body that looked like a person, but the
Yeah.
head was of a wolf.
No, the Egyptian god
Kind of
Anubis,
like,
god of the
yeah,
dead.
kind of like how they look in the hieroglyphics of the Egyptians, how Anubis will
Yeah.
look.
Yeah,
But
Anubis.
the body was, I guess, I'm thinking more of a brujo, or somebody that had the capability to shapeshift.
Could have been a skinwalker.
Well, it was in the city, and it had the body of a person. And even the legs were of a person. The only
Oh
thing that
wow.
was of the wolf
Was
was
the
the
head.
head from here on up. So you could think, well, maybe it was a person with a mask trying to scare you. But what would it be? One is going through the yard, and the other one's going through the alley. You know,
Pincer
and then
movement.
that happened. Was that?
A pincer movement. They got you on
It
two
happened.
flanks.
You know where it happened? Right. Remember the Salsada guys that used to live down the street? The guy that used to be in charge of the Galaxy,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Salsada. Well, it happened right there by their house.
Yeah, I almost got
I
caught at the
think his name
galaxy.
was George Salceda.
Yeah. I almost got caught at the galaxy, man. I almost lost my life there. I went in there and there was two chicks in there that I was dating at the same time. They were both like, Jesse, come here. So uh, I actually saw a demon and ran away.
Who were the chicks?
uh,
Margie.
Marcy and Sandra Huertado. Yeah, I ran away like I saw a demon. Believe me, dude. You could only see the dust as I was running, man.
I always run into that stuff. It's always around. Doesn't matter where I go. The people say, "Oh, there's a dog man in LBL," and they can't find it. I bet you'll go and find it because I can sense spiritually, and I don't think it's a dog man like they say. I believe it's a demon that's in that area because there's a lot of witchcraft and necromancy that happens down over there at the LBL.
Okay, cousin. I don't know
Yes.
if this is if it was a DDN or it might have been a skinwalker, but here's a story. We were out picking cotton and we were doing the second pickings, right?
Runner
So
said, I went out with what had to be a vampire girl. Every night she drained me. What the hell?
and we went to this field, primo, that we were there till like past 12 because we had done like three other fields already. And we got there, the sun was going down, so they were doing the second pickings, right? And your cousin was all chingon standing on the head of the field, right? And so your cousin here pulls out a cigarette, man, and starts walking down the field. Well, as he's walking down the head of the field, in the first 4 rows, I start hearing a crunching sound, man. Something's walking in the rows of the field and it's stepping on the dead cotton leaves, you know. So I start walking faster. It starts walking faster. So I stop, and I turn around, and the truck where I was at, man, donde estaba el module maker, it was a good, I'm gonna say 200 feet where I had walked away from the truck because the pickers were out picking, and the only lights that were in that place, man, were the ones that the cotton pickers had, and the one that I used when I was tromping the cotton with the module maker. So basically, it was dark, man. There was no lights. The moon was full, but I couldn't see what it was in the field that was following me. So I start trying to play it off, man, and start walking real slow back toward the truck. Where you hear it start walking. I'm walking this way like that, and it's walking like that right beside me, coming right the way same way I'm going, but it's in the field. You know. So the first thing I think, jabalin. You know what I'm saying?
Avelina, yeah.
Yeah. So I start walking faster. It starts moving faster. Cousin, I swear to you, you know I'm not a track star or a runner, but I took off running. I was running so fast, cousin. I swear to you, my feet were not even touching the ground. That's how fast I was moving. I mean, I looked behind me, man, and all you see was a cloud of dust coming behind me. And I looked down at my feet, and my feet ain't touching the ground, but I'm moving, man. I'm moving, and I'm listening over here. It's moving right beside me. I haven't lost it. So I get to the truck and I jump over the tailbed of the truck, man, into the tailbed, and I open the windows in the back and get on the CB and call the pickers to come back, man. The whole time I hear breathing around the truck, and then it goes back into the field. What it was, man, I don't know. Like I said, if it was a skinwalker or a DDN, but it took the form of a black horse. When the cotton pickers came back, that they lit up the area, they found a black horse in the field, which that
So,
didn't do me no good because for like a month, these buttheads kept every time they passed by me going, and Uncle Lionel, he'd be the first one to say, "Run, Jesse, run!" But yeah, it was a black horseman. Like I said, I
a
don't know if
black
it was a
horse, what
skinwalker.
the hell?
I don't know if it was a skinwalker or a DDN, but it took the shape of a black horse.
He said, Jesse, that was pissed off ex girlfriend that chased you. LOL.
No, we were in the middle of nowhere. That ex girlfriend couldn't have found me there. We were in the middle of nowhere, man. It's just a field that had cotton on it. So yeah, I got my exercise that night, man. We got home at 2 in the morning. We were back at work at 6. But yeah, that's one of the stories I've never told you, man. But yeah, it was a black horse, man.
There's a lot of crazy activity there in the hometown because, to my understanding, there was a lot of people that practice witchcraft and necromancy. Like, we're one of the towns that's cursed like that. That's why it's like a ghost town.
Another story, cousin. You remember? You remember I told you that my friend's grandma was a witch and that she could transform. When she was dying, man, she was having trouble dying. She wouldn't die. She was
Mhm.
paying for all her misdeeds, right? And she had known me, man, for years, and she had always treated me kindly until she got sick and was starting to die. Then she started to disrespect me, man. So the last time that she disrespected me, because then I blessed her. I walked out of her yard, I shook my shoes. I slammed them together to get the dust off of her house, and I walked away. Right. The next morning, she woke up dead. That was kind of weird. Yeah, they probably had your cell phone, Red Runner.
So they all knew about each other and didn't care. LOL.
Yeah, that was a good thing, Smurfy. Hi, Ivy. Yeah, Bounty Bear. That's why I quit hanging out in clubs because every time I showed up to a club, I was wound up getting involved in some stuff that wasn't even my problem. It's like I show up at the club, and if anything bad was gonna happen, it was gonna happen to me. So I quit hanging out in places like that because I've always said that if you're hanging out in the club, you're looking for something you don't have at home, and sometimes the only thing you'll find will be a death. Sounds to me like
Smurfy.
you were easy, Smurfy.
Damn, I bet you them old ladies at the retirement home were having fun with you, Smurfy.
They're saying, pass the cub, pass the cub.
Las viejitas de la, is up for that social security check.
Yep.
I'm just playing,
He's,
man.
he's singing that song, el cheque, ya cayó.
No wonder the old lady attacked him with a like a vampire. She had no
and
dentures.
drained him, and drained him. He got that velveteen rub. She took her teeth out.
Come here, Sonny.
Come here, you young whippersnapper.
Uh, he said it was pretty nutty for a few years in my 20s.
Not like Batman, Ridge Runner. Batman's kind of creepy, man. He hangs out with a young boy and he slides up and down poles, man. Come on, man.
Right. And he's got a butler.
hmm
Think about it. Think about it. A
Why do you
butler.
think? Why do you think he's got him dressed in red and yellow and green?
Yeah, Corn the Cob thinks he's a butler.
He's got him dressed like a fruit salad. And his next name is Ruben. I'm sorry, got off topic there, man. But yeah, I
That's
think
right.
Batman's really gay.
Dang. The trooper showed up early tonight.
Yep, yep, yep.
What time we got? 12:53.
We haven't even reached the main witching hour yet, man. It's 3 hours away.
Yeah, yeah, it's like I gotta get some rest. That's why I did the live early today.
That
Uh,
is.
I gotta go do a procedure in the morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I can't stay up too late tonight.
They got corner on the cop, man. They got this guy that told him it's my duty to please that booty. Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity.
Fruity tooty. I've been having a broken toenail for about almost a year now, and they're going to do the procedure tomorrow morning. They canceled it like two times, postponed it two times, so it's and hopefully they'll do it. I'm just going to do it myself. Get a pair of pliers and just pull it off. I guess.
Smurfy, to answer your question, in the valley, they pick watermelon. They harvest watermelon. They harvest cantaloupe. They harvest uh, sugar cane. They harvest
grapefruit,
onions, grapefruit.
everything.
They harvest whatever. I mean, there's a bunch of crops that they harvest. But
I heard
in the late '70s, they made a documentary of the valley, and the name of the documentary was called "The Trail of Tears." It was about the
the
onion workers.
carrots, cabbage, everything.
You
Well,
love sugarcane?
the sugar cane plant, they closed it down.
No, they moved it to Westlaco, I believe, somewhere over there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
they still harvest the sugarcane in the valley, Creo, but now they burn it in the field. They use a flamethrower on a tractor to burn it. That way it caramelizes the sugar, and then they harvest it with a machine after it's burnt, and they take it to the sugar plant.
a different way of process
Yeah,
than before with the
and
machetes.
yeah. Now before they harvest it, they go around with a truck with speakers in Spanish, test saying that if there's any people in the field to get out because they're about to start a fire, and they
People
do
were
that for
dying
like
there, folks. Tell
yeah.
them how they would die, cuz.
Well, they would die burned to death because we got a lot of illegal alien traffic through there, and they hide in the fields. When they jump off the train, they hide in the fields. And when they go to harvest the sugar cane, they weren't announcing in Spanish for them to get out. They would just burn it, and they would burn up a lot of people.
Sometimes bodies were being found in the sugar canes after.
Yeah, well, they've had him going back and forth for a year. I'm hoping they get rid of his problem now. I just hope his toe don't wind up like mine.
And they say they take care of the veterans.
Yeah, no, on my Smurfy, on my birth certificate, it says I'm white.
Uh, yeah, the sugar cane. There was always finding. When they were burning it, they would find people
Dead,
bodies in the
burned
sugar
alive.
cane all the time.
So
The only thing is, we don't know if the bodies were alive or they're already dead.
now they go around and they announce they're gonna burn it. They do it for 30 minutes, go back
But
and forth and
uh,
around the.
I wouldn't want to be in the sugar cane. There's rattlesnakes and stuff over there.
And there's rattlesnakes when you're harvesting watermelon and cantaloupe.
Diamondbacks.
Hmm. You
You
have to
ever
be
seen them
careful
out
when
there?
you. Yes, I harvested watermelon, cousin, and I've harvested a cantaloupe. I didn't like either one of those because you have to keep ahead of the truck. The truck gets by you, you're screwed, man. Especially when you're doing cantaloupe because they give you a 5 gallon bucket and you have to fill the bucket and take it to the truck, fill the bucket and take it to the truck. The truck gets in front of you, you ain't ever gonna catch that truck, man. 50 cents a bucket, cousin.
Dang, that's like hard labor.
Well, it's like when you're harvesting onions, they give you a 5 gallon bucket and some shears. And when they come by in the morning and throw the costales, you gotta jump on the pile to be able to get some costales. And it's two bucketfuls to a sack, and that's $1. Only two bucketfuls in a sack, so that's $1. So to make any money, man, you gotta haul ass, man, to make money. And the saying that we say in El Valle when we're out there in the field, man. Oye, chuntaro, salte de mi surco. I told my brother, man, that he needs to take his son to the valley for the summer and put his ass to work out there in the field so he can see what it feels like to make a dollar. Because we had to learn the hard way, cousin. Your mom and my mom, a la labor. Vámonos. Get out of here.
It's our labor working in the fields.
Ah, look who picked corn. Good night,
Good night.
Liz.
Good night, Liz.
Bless you
After
too.
Liz. Yeah, Liz Delgado. Yes.
Yeah, man, our moms didn't play. We couldn't be laying around the house doing nothing.
They always kept us busy.
May your dreams be good dreams, Liz. Good night.
Good night, Liz.
Don't be talking about corn. You're gonna call him into the live, Red Runner.
What time we got here?
Should be about one, cuz
101. We could be going live for about 2 hours. You
two
want to say
hours and six
another?
minutes. It says.
Got a other story? Uh,
Uh, when we went to Mississippi the first time, man, that I told you I went without a jacket, right? And something was calling me to this shed that was like collapsing on itself. And my then son-in-law said, "Hey, something's calling me over here, and they're telling me that they got something for me." So while we were investigating that shed, something called my attention and told me look over here, and I looked and I found a real thick jacket, cause good for sub-zero weather. It was real thick and heavy. And what he found that were calling him were some antique tarot cards. And these things they were antique because they didn't have pictures. They didn't have like a king or a queen. These things had like a dead man or a witch or a devil. And like I said, they were antique, man, and that really blew my mind. That's when we lived in that cemetery. So that's just another story I thought I'd share, man. That I thought was weird. I still have that jacket, man. I just found it again. So I just thought that was weird that something called out to me, and it was a jacket. But then on the other side of the spectrum, cousin, I believe that a sword is a sword, no matter on what plane, because even angels use swords. And I used to meditate with mine, and I got into an altercation with a coworker that lived in the same house with me, and they sent him home. And I told the boss man, "Hey man, how you gonna send him home? If he lives where we live, he's gonna steal all my crap." So I worked my 12 hours, got home, my sword was missing. And at around 6 in the morning, man, I told my then son-in-law and the boss man, my sword is crying out to me because somebody else is handling it that's not me. And they said, "Man, you're full of shit." Excuse my language. I said, "Nah, man, it's calling me. It's crying because it's being handled by somebody that's not me." So when I got home or 7, it was not in the house. It wasn't in my room or in the house. And I went and told that the boss man said, "Hey man, you need to tell your friend to return my property." And then he told me, "I'm not gonna tell him nothing. As a matter of fact, I can whip your old ass myself." And I said, "Yeah, sure you can." He said, "What'd you tell me?" I said, "Sure you can. I'm agreeing with you." And he looked at my then son-in-law, and you know me, cousin. You know why my son-in-law was laughing? He was
Yeah.
laughing, and I said, "Wait a minute." They said, "What?" I said, "Wait a minute. It's calling me." He said, "Man, you're crazy, man. You need to go see a psychiatrist." I go, "No, it's calling me. Follow me." And we went around the house, man, and down the hill toward the woods that were down there. I found my sword right where it was calling me from. I said, "See, here it is." That dude said, "Man, you're nuts." I go, "No, it's just that I meditate with it so much that my energy is in the blade, and it calls out to me when somebody other than me holds it." So that's what it, to me, a sword is a sword, no matter on what spiritual plane or in this plane. A sword is a sword because even angels use swords. Because that's just another story I thought I'd share.
Coin roll fishing. How you doing? Uh, yeah, it's your spirit. It senses because of the energy you trained with it, so you'll be able to feel it. Uh, feel the energy. That's things happened to me where I was in the army and we're playing football. We was in a home fails, Germany. We were out there, did, go train. So we hadn't gone training yet. We were playing football, and I lost my ring. And I couldn't find it. I searched for it. I searched for it. I couldn't find it at all. You know, we went training for about 2 weeks. Came back, and I went back to where we were playing football. I couldn't find my ring at all. So I was kind of like kind of depressed, because this ring they gave me was kind of like a tiger eye ring. So we went back to the billets. You know, they had the doors locked, so they took the seal off the door. And I walked upstairs to the room. And when I opened my room, I had all my gear on me. When I walked into the room, right in the center of my bed was the
Oh
ring.
wow! Like somebody just put it there.
No, there's no way nobody could put it there because the doors were locked. They had a seal. They took the seal off to make sure nobody has broken in the room. I walked three flanks because we were in the third floor. I locked my door. I had all my gear. We're coming from a different location because we're in the field training for about a month. So I had lost the ring out there and I could never find it. I get there, walk 3 stairs, open the door, and I could see the ring. And I said, see something right there in the center of my bed. I go to it and it's my ring. It's in the center of my bed, just sitting
Wow!
there. How it got there, I don't know.
Wow! That's wow!
I had lost it. But that ring, it saved my finger because the driver's hatch, I was a loader at that time. It slammed on my ring. So the ring was it saved my finger, but it got bent. So they had to break it off of me, like loosen it up to get it off my finger because it was smashing my finger.
Oh wow!
And I had it on my dog tag, just put it through my dog tag because it was damaged. And we're playing, and my dog tag fell off of me, and the ring fell off. I couldn't find it. But made it back there, and it wasn't. I seen something in the bed. And it's like, man, we just unlocked the main door. How could that be? And it was the ring. My precious, my precious.
Also, cousin, remember I told you that story, man. The second time I went to Mississippi, man, that
Thank you,
they
Burger
gave us
Coin.
they gave us the best trailer house they had, and you look up at the ceiling and you could see all. They didn't have no ceiling tiles. The front door wouldn't lock, and when I had that accident with my leg and my toe, they sent me home because I worked. Night shift. No, I worked during the day. They sent me home, man, and the first day home, I'm sitting there in the afternoon. My then son-in-law had left, and the door it had a little hinge where you had to flip it to lock it to put a lock in it. And I'm sitting in my room with the door open, man, and the damn door slams shut and the hinge locks.
Oh,
I couldn't get out. I'm screaming for help, man. There's people next door, but they're not hearing me. I'm screaming for help. I'm panicking. So what do I do? I finally calm down, take a deep breath, and you're not gonna believe it, man. But honestly, this is what I did. I used Tiger Claw, man, to rip the door off the hinges and get out of the room. But yeah, that door slammed shut by itself, man, and locked itself from the outside, trapping me inside the room. That's that trailer house I told you had a shadow being that lived in the trailer house, man. You could feel the energy real nasty, man, in the front bedroom. That's why my then son-in-law would sleep on the floor in the kitchen because the energy was really bad coming out of that room. And at night, when he was at work and I was trying to sleep, I could see that shadow roaming around in the kitchen and the front room, and it would come to my room. And in that night that I fell asleep, that I heard something whispered to me in my ear, telling me, "You're gonna die." And when he said that, like there was a popping sound in my ear, and
mm-hmm.
I woke up in time to see it run out of my room and into that front bedroom, man. That that trailer's house was like really haunted, man. The day before we left, man. Well, the day we left, we were both just relaxing, trying to take a nap before we hit the road. And just for shits and grins, giggles, man, I took the lock off that front room and I laid down on that bed. And while I was sleeping, something picked me up by my foot and had my foot up here, man. And I managed to kick it away, and we just got in the vehicles and left. That was a bad trailer house, man. It was really, really bad, man. I had a lot of
Haunted.
trouble sleeping in there. Yeah, like I said, everything negative on the spectrum.
Uh, I lost a very special bracelet on California Way by Riverside. It was on my bathroom floor 3 weeks later in Vegas.
Oh wow.
I lost two friends over the weird trip. I don't wear it anymore. I'm not sure if I should. I don't even know whatever happened to that ring. So what is that saying? That means that something picked it up where the location was and teleported it or
Hmm.
to your room or to the room. That's the only thing. Or maybe I never had the ring. No, I had the ring because I don't know. You try to think other things, but how I got there, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was my mother's spirit that might have put it there or something. For some reason, I could always feel her spirit over there with me, but I don't know. Oh man, I've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Who
we have.
likes? Go ahead.
We've seen a lot of crazy stuff, cousin.
Yeah,
And the good thing is, man, is I was there, and I can back up all of your stories of what happened at your house. I can back up the story of what tore your tailgate off your truck, what chased us down the street because I was there,
you were
man.
there.
I lived it.
For every story that I got a person to verify the account. Like I have the driver that was with me when we're in the army, and the thing got in front of our tank, and it was changing pixels. Like he had a short. All I have to do is just talk to him so he could do the show with me. I know he's a busy man, but yeah, all the people, the stories that I say of the military, I have people to vouch for the stories.
Wow. You think maybe he's the one that brought it and put it in your room, Bounty Bear?
Yeah, when the battle of good and evil, when people are dabbling with things. Uh, my uncle, one of my uncles, he was a he's a big man, like 300 and something pounds, and his lenses were so thick they looked like the bottom of a Coca-Cola bottle. But he was dabbling on, I guess, the black magic book or whatever. From my understanding, a lot of things were happening to him.
Bathroom break, cousin. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like at nighttime or early morning. At nighttime, like around 3 in the morning. Uh, this is what would happen. It happened a lot where you could hear like if something fell on top of a roof. So we would climb the ladder to look to see what was going on because it was like a loud thump, like somebody got dropped from the sky or something. So we go up there. Um, my uncle, he's a big man, like 300 pounds. He's fat, and we'll find him on top of the roof, and he was wrapped around with rope, and and he's bleeding, you know. And we were saying, "Okay, what happened?" And they were like, he was saying that the demons were trying to take him, but that he was too heavy, and they dropped him. So he was all cut up and scratched and stuff like that. So it's something that will happen all the time. And another thing that will happen, I think Cousin Jess is making a weird noise. And so that happened to him all the time. Another thing that would happen to him would be when the sun would rise. My grandma was a diabetic, so my aunt my aunt would give her a diabetes shot in the morning, and she had an Impala. So when she was gonna back out and leave, it's like she couldn't move. Like something was blocking her from going on reverse. So she would get up out of her vehicle because it was early in the morning. It was dark, and she would find him like stuck underneath the car with wrapped around with rope, like real tight. And he would be crying, saying that the witches or warlocks, I mean the witches or the demons, put him under the car so she couldn't back up because it was a big man. But he was dabbling in the dark arts, and that's what normally happens with people who dabble in the dark arts. This, the reason he started getting attacked is because he didn't finish reading the book, so he wanted out, but that's what he was being attacked the way he was. I just heard somebody bang on the window outside.
Yeah, they did that to me a couple of nights ago, man.
I heard boom boom. I don't know if you heard it. What up? Hey Xavier, did you bang on the window or something? Yeah, I heard a bang right here by the window, like toom toom.
Only two knocks.
Two knocks.
Yeah, the other day it was just one loud knock on my window.
Have
You
you
know,
heard of the Book of Black Earth, the Mad Arab, or anything related to Aleister Crowley? I think that's a guy supposed to be a demon or something like that. Crowley, wasn't he in Supernatural? Nah,
he was he was a devil worshiper.
a devil worshiper.
This
That's a
he's the
guy
one
that
that's the one that slept in the pyramids.
in the pyramid.
Yeah.
Was it the tale about him?
No, no, I don't know. What's his name? Ozzy Osbourne wrote a song about him called Mr. Crowley.
Oh, there you go.
Uh, I don't have a good singing voice, man. It's like Mr. Crowley. What'd you see in something or other, man? But yeah, you know who? In our family had a black Bible,
Lionel,
huh?
who had a black Bible?
My brother, Chukis.
Chookies.
Yeah, he had a devil Bible, a devil worshiper's Bible, and wound up in the loony bin.
Somebody said, "Can you wish him a happy birthday?" Wish him a happy birthday, cuz.
Happy birthday!
It says, "Mr. Hawk, are you related to that girl Hawk Tua?"
I hope he's not related to Mike Hunt. Just kidding, Mike.
He said, "What is the Black
Happy
Earth
birthday.
book?" That's what Turks is learning. Is what is the Black Earth book? He's laughing, Mike Hawk. Are you sure you're not related to Corn on the Cob, Mike Hawk?
Corn
Like eat
hawk.
butter?
Corn hawk.
Yeah, he's a corn hawk. Corn hawk Tua. It says, yeah, Vash was talking about the book of the Black Earth. What was that?
I'm not being rude, Mike. Just happy birthday, Mike.
We're just playing around, Mikey.
May all your wishes come true, Mike. May the Lord bless you.
Big Black Hawks. Big Black Hawk Tua.
Remember me? Salted buttered corn. I
I knew I would hear stories of where people would go to the crossroads and they would make deals with demons. Some of those people, uh, it was the jazz music back in the day. That's what they would do to the crossroads, and they would make deals with demons for fame and fortune. See, the Book of the Black Earth is a collection of things that would be tampered with, so many demons, etc. It's not a book to recite anything from. I don't know if you can even buy it anymore. I don't know. I've never dabbled with that, but all the things that I see and shit, around me,
Why would you want
uh,
to do anything to make it
you
work?
know, apparently somebody tampered with something if I'm seeing all these things around me. Something happened within the family. Like I said, witches was always coming up against me in a negative way, trying to come at me.
If it's a book like that, Texas, it could only be a grimoire.
It's a black magic book.
Like I said, my brother had a devil worshiping Bible. He had an invented. an inverted crucifix on the front cover.
Hey, what?
An inverted crucifix, an upside down cross on the front cover. Drove him crazy, man. He wound up in the loony bin.
Oh man, who? Joe?
Yeah, I thought you knew.
No.
It happened at my mom's old house, man. At Grandpa's house, Grandpa Joe's house. He was in that back room messing with that black Bible. He went crazy. They had to call for them to come get him and take him to the loony bin because he went crazy.
How long was he there?
About a month. That was the second time he went to the loony bin. The first time he went to the loony bin, he went because somebody put angel dust in his weed.
Oh, that's what that'll do it.
He almost wound up in Debo chicken coop.
You say you can buy grimoires on eBay. I got a story of what happened the first time I didn't. Well, I seen the book that my uncle had. I snuck him. I went into his house. Nobody was there. They had gone to the movies, and I ran into that book. And I seen some of the images that were in there, but I closed the book. I didn't read nothing. I just seen the images, and the thing at the page because he had like a marker, and it was a page where there was nothing but demons in there.
Wow. Yeah, I've never looked into a demonic Bible. I do
Yeah,
remember.
that's when a lot of weird things started happening to him. But the other time that I ran into one like that, see, I think it was a family thing that they were doing. Was my uncle Esteban. He had one of those black magic books, and we always go to their house like on Saturdays. We're going. My mom went through the front. I went through the back alley because I would take the shortcut. And I seen all my cousins out there, and I wanted to say hi, but they wasn't saying nothing to me. I'm looking at them, and my cousins, Juan and Esteban, they got baby kittens, and they had dug holes, and the kittens were covered. I mean, the baby kitten's head were just sticking out of the hole. And then when I look at my my cousins, it's like they were speaking a different language, and it's like they were possessed by something, the way they were acting. So I go over there, and my cousin's got this book, saying something out of it in a different language, and I'm freaking out because my cousins they put the kittens in the on the ground with their heads sticking up. They start turning the lawnmower, and they're fixing to run over him, and he's like trying to start it. He's got this look in his face, like this wicked look in his face, because I guess they might have read something out of there, and it affected him. So I ran over to my cousin Maggie, and I grabbed the book that she had in her hands, and I threw it in the fire. There was they were burning trash. I threw it in the trash, and when it burned, man, it's like nothing but black powder. I mean, like black smoke, dark, dark smoke. Then my cousins became normal. Like whatever was controlling them, they became normal when I threw the black book in the fire.
Yeah, no, I never person. The only time I came across black magic, it was one of my dad's friends. I was I believe 12 years old. Something still knocking, cousin.
I'm hearing some activity outside. I'll go check it out. I was hearing some bangings out here, man. I mean, I know they put a roof up here, so I'm
Be
thinking it
careful out
could
there.
be. I'm already feeling something out here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let me, I heard movement on the grass.
Careful out there, cousin. Close your gates.
Identify yourself. I heard something run out here. I heard something running out here, man. I'll keep the camera forward.
Saw a bunch of shiny stuff on the floor.
That was weird, man.
You okay?
Yo, I'm okay. I'm gonna have to check out the camera, man, because I heard something running. I mean, it could have been a cat or something. But what I was hearing is when you were talking, I was hearing chanting outside the window.
Hmm.
So let me say a little prayer before I go inside. Uh, Heavenly Father, at this time, I would like to pray as we place heavenly spiritual crosses on me, on the on my windows and my doorway. If there's anything negative around here, you're not welcome here. If there's anybody trying to do witchcraft or necromancy, we tie, bind, and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Yeah,
Amen.
I was hearing chanting, man. Like people, like they were chanting something right there by the window. That was weird.
You too, Smurfy? You smelling incense?
Yeah, I need to give me a flashlight. So next time I'll go and shine up the flashlight. I got a big flashlight. I need to charge it. It's a flashlight that you can charge up. Yeah, I was like you're talking, and then I hear like somebody saying like chanting, like they're chanting something, you know. So I'm thinking somebody is doing witchcraft. This when normally there's a chant, that's what it is somebody's doing witchcraft or wishing something bad upon you. So no, I
Well,
rebuked it and it went back to the sender.
apparently, whatever it is, Smurfy and Vash are smelling incense in their house, so it's going through the screen.
It sounded like two different chantings of females. But that's why I prayed. It sounded like females
You
chanting
know,
como brujas.
you know what's funny, cousin? Now the dogs just started barking outside. Bounty Bear saying that she's smelling incense as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like people know, like there's people that practice the dark arts. They know about the show that goes on live around their time frame when they're doing their thing. So of course they get targeted. You know,
I was about to tell you, cousin, that the first time I came across black magic, it was one of my dad's friends from Matamoros. He said he was a warlock, and he goes, "Look, I'm gonna show you a dark magic trick." He goes, "Stare into my eyes and keep your mind clear. Don't think about breathing. Don't think about laughing. Just stare into my eyes." And when I did that, his face transformed into that of a demon. And I remember we were standing outside by a light post when he did that, and the light started to
Flicker.
like flicker. So yeah, that was the first time I came across anybody that told me that they were a warlock.
What is what is the name that I was told? Eternal. Eternal. What does that mean?
I don't know, cousin. Everybody's smelling incense, man.
You know, it's that we were talking about because we were talking about that the book that I burned in the fire. You should have seen my cousin. She was talking a different language, and they were. You should have seen them how they were. They were like demonized, man. The way they were talking, you could literally say, tell they were possessed. That something had full control of them. And my cousins were acting evil, and they had already started the lawnmower, and they was already come going for the heads of the little kittens. And when I threw that book, the black book, in the fire, it freaking they whatever was in them left them. And my aunt was pissed off because I burned their book. You know, it's like, well, shit, they were acting weird. You know, they were being demonized. And then the kittens, they saved the kittens. So there wasn't the same after that because they were doing some crazy stuff, man, like killing snakes, killing whatever, any kind of animals, any kind of animal. It's like there wasn't the same. It's kind of like they were being demonized. Yeah, I heard them chanting. It was two females, or possibly more, which is a sign of witchcraft and necromancy. First, it was what happened was a pound that, and then it was that chanting. It could be also possibly because I did go investigate out there in the woods. So maybe they're trying to get my attention. It's like hey, you came into our territory, now we're coming to yours. You know, that's that kind of thing. So they're messing with me because I went into their territory and make that video. That's what normally happens. They follow. That's why you have to say for nothing to follow you. Kind of like what happened to you, cousin, when at the cemetery that those birds were following you.
Yeah,
Um,
the barking stopped.
Because I rebuked whatever the witchcraft and occupancy, whatever was out there. I did hear something run. I'll probably be able to capture it on the recording afterwards. You could hear something running. I don't know what the hell. It could have been a cat, but the chanting,
Cats,
no.
cats don't make noise when they run, cousin.
They're,
Sorry.
they're like ninjas.
Yep.
I could hear claws, like you're right on the street, but I didn't see nothing.
That's why I lock both my doors, man. I lock the screen door, top and bottom, and then I lock the inside door, top and bottom.
It's like somebody's pissed off. I wonder why.
We need to leave corn on the cob alone. He's
He's pissed off because we were ragging on him and he took off. He's trying to come over here and joke around with us now, but I don't trust the dude. He's trying to keep us distracted from what we're saying, and then they're over there doing the buddha hoodoo, that corn the cob, corn the cob brujeria. Let me go get some water.
okay. Instead of sorcery, it's corn sorcery, corn sorcery, corn sorcery. It's corn in a cup, and then he puts it on his chest.
Corn. What the hell? Dude has a
Did he,
corn hub account. What the?
yeah, did he make a movie called Corn Cup Dust Dallas?
They're like corn the cob. Corn. Uh, what were we talking about before I got really interrupted by the chants?
I was about to tell you about the first time I came across a warlock, and then I
So
just
go ahead,
told
go
I just told you when you came back in that he showed me that spell when he told me to look in his eyes and not think about laughing or breathing or nothing, just stare it into his eyes, and then his face turned into a demon.
Oh wow.
And then the street light we were standing under, it started flickering. You know, I've actually done that to myself in the mirror in the restroom, and yeah, I don't have a very nice looking demon face, man.
Uh, the corn cup does the same thing too, man. He looks into the mirror and he just sees a giant ass corn demon.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he just sees a big stick of butter.
That too. So he's addicted to corn meth.
He's addicted to corn porn.
Yeah, but that's about the only times that I ever remember seeing a black magic book that you know, plus, and all the other things is the people that come up against me spiritually. They attempt to come at me all the time.
Pornography. All right, I'll give you that one, Bash.
See what time we got. Damn, time's flying here.
Yeah, we've been on for two hours and
Yeah,
49
I think I'm
minutes.
gonna call it at like 2 because I have to get up in the morning for this procedure.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
trying to.
Are you gonna come on tomorrow live, man, or are you just gonna relax and take care of that toe?
Well, it depends how I feel. I'll let you know. I'll let you know tomorrow. But the one that I remember the most, I remember a lot of stories, but of experiences, is that the freaking native that I would see, very tall, like real tall, and he had the whole freaking attire with the feathers, and he had that mask on, and like he looked like one of those warriors that
A
would,
warrior or a
like,
shaman?
huh?
Did he look like a warrior or a shaman?
A warrior,
Oh, cool.
but I think it was demonic or something in the nature because I would see it all the time. Come sit down by the pole, by our corner pole. It would be standing there looking, and then it would cross his legs, I guess, on the ground, and it'd be chanting something. And I remember my dad went out there, and he, he was like maybe 8, 9 feet away from it, and he's looking at him, and that then whatever it is making all kinds of noises, like different animal sounds and stuff like that. And it's like talking and yelling at him, saying something to him, and as he comes in the house, and whatever's there leaves, and my mother asked him what did he want. He said that he could make him the richest man in the world, but he had to do something. And what that he wanted, in order for that to happen, he had to kill all his family. Demon man, it was that's what he said. He was all freaked out, whatever. But that would always come to our house. That he had the ability to mimic different sounds. He would also leave residue behind. I'm talking about crap, like a lot of crap everywhere, different sizes of different kind of animals. It was just, I knew it was evil, but things like that do exist in the spirit. But in saying that, I just want to say thank you to all those everybody that tuned in tonight. I know. You want to say one more story, cousin Jesse, or you good?
I'm good, cousin. I'm good. Ivy already
So
wants to go to sleep.
I'm just, yeah. I gotta get up. I gotta be at the VA by 8 in the morning. So I want to tell them before they pull it out to lightly butter it, man. Yeah, they're gonna remove a toenail. That's what they're gonna remove. Thank you, Sister Ivy. That's what we went early. Not to try to go into anybody's a time where they're going live. I just needed to do one because I have to go to sleep now because I have to be at the VA hospital by 8 in the morning. I mean, I could probably go on for another 30 minutes. It depends on cousin Jesse.
Hey
But
man, don't even go there, Smurfy. My toe is missing. I can't play tic tac toe.
said his toe is missing.
I showed it the other day and it made everybody sick. Honestly, Smurfy, I like to touch people with that just to creep them out, man. The reaction I get when I touch somebody with that nub, it just to me it's priceless, man.
Tic tac no, because you don't get a
Exactly.
toe.
Yep.
Tic tac no. That's messed up. So you can play the game where you put your foot in and they're counting the
Nope. I gave myself a Mexican cartel nickname, primo.
was that
They call me El 19.
the
Because I can't make 20 digits, man, just 19. They call me El 19.
the hot toe. Hot toe.
Hot
You know, that,
dog. Good luck on your procedure, cousin. I hope everything comes out good
thank
for
you.
you.
Thank
May
you
the
all,
Lord
brother and
bless you
sister,
and keep you safe.
for tuning in. Hopefully everything goes well, tomorrow morning. So I do need to get some rest. I just want to say thank you for those that keep on coming here and visiting me and cousin Jesse. We talk about all kinds of things here. Uh, maybe there's going to be a day this week where I get somebody to come in and talk, share their truth. Depends if they want to be late. Stay like if they're willing to do it at nighttime. If not, we just continue what we do here, spiritual and cryptic encounters. I know for sure there's a person that wants to come live with me, but I'm gonna have to wait probably till
Mhm.
whenever I haven't. And maybe I don't know how the procedure is gonna go tomorrow, so hopefully it goes smooth. You know, I've been waiting for a freaking almost a year to get my toe fixed,
Wow. That toe's grown
and, and,
second
I,
layers.
and I still be going dancing and all that, but I feel pain.
Mm.
Thank y'all. Cause Justin, you got any final words for the crowd?
First of all, take I want to take authority over anything that might have gone through these screens. I want to tie, bind, and rebuke it in the name of Jesus. May all the members of spiritual encrypted encounters have a blessed night. May they continue to get blessed by the Heavenly Father. Thank you.
In saying that, everybody have a beautiful, blessed evening, or should I say morning. Good night, everybody. Love, light, and blessings to you and your families. Peace out.
Hasta la pasta.
Hasta la vista.